Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that he didn't rule out further strikes on Hamas leaders wherever they are, as heads of Arab and Islamic states held a summit in Doha on Monday to show support for Qatar amidst Israel's attack on the Gulf state last week. The 9 September strike targeting Hamas leaders in Doha marked a significant escalation of Israeli military action in a region shaken by conflict since the Hamas-led 7th October 2023 attacks that ignited the Gaza conflict. DD India's Dheeraj Das has more.
US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu held a joint press conference after the two officials had a 3-hour meeting at Netanyahu's West Jerusalem office on Monday. Rubio made it clear that Washington would remain steadfast in its support for its ally in the Gaza conflict and called for the eradication of Hamas. The Secretary of State also urged Qatar to continue to play a constructive role in resolving the Gaza conflict. Rubio is set to travel to Qatar on Tuesday.
The people of Gaza deserve a better future, but that better future cannot begin until Hamas is eliminated. That better future and that kind of peace is not even possible until the hostages are released, all of them, every single one. And so that's what we continue to be focused on. That's what the President wants to see happen, and that's what you can count on our unwavering support and commitment to see come to fruition. As far as the President's been clear on the ongoing issues in Gaza, and that is that every single hostage, both living and deceased, needs to be home immediately.
In his address, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the visit by Secretary Rubio is a clear message the United States stands with Israel.
Your presence here in Israel today is a clear message that America stands with Israel. You stand with us in the face of terror, in the face of the incredible, I would almost say, Middle Ages lies that are directed against us, the rising anti-Semitism in the world, and the really the weak governments that are putting pressures on us because they collapse under the pressure of Islamist minorities and incredible vilification.
Earlier, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio met Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem on Monday as part of a 3-day visit to Israel. The meeting between Rubio and Netanyahu took place amid Israel's ongoing campaign against Hamas in the Gaza Strip and prepares to advance on Gaza City. Elsewhere in Doha, leaders from Arab and Muslim countries gathered for an emergency summit on Monday, a week after Israel's unprecedented strike on Hamas in Qatar prompted widespread anger. The Joint Arab League and Organization of Islamic Cooperation Summit, called by Qatar, seeks to mount pressure on Israel, which has been facing mounting calls to end the conflict and humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Israel claims to be a democracy surrounded by enemies, while in reality it is building an occupation and apartheid system hostile to its surroundings and waging a war of extermination during which it has committed crimes that know no red lines. Its prime minister announced days ago that he has prevented the establishment of a Palestinian state and that such a state will never exist in the future. He is hostile to the Palestinian Authority and opposes the agreements under which his authority was established.
Meanwhile, the United Nations Human Rights Council will be holding an emergency debate in Geneva on Tuesday on Israel's September 9 attack targeting Hamas sites in Qatar. The debate was requested by Pakistan on behalf of member states of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and by Kuwait on behalf of the Gulf Cooperation Council. Dheeraj Das's report for DD India.